Okay, let's talk about the shit show that is those messages that were released yesterday, which, by the way, nobody from either side believes. They're just too conveniently detailed and fill every hole in the investigation. And let me explain to you why I'm saying that. I'm not going to go over every message, but I'm going to give you a rundown of everything that takes place in those messages. He makes his confession. He confirms the location of the weapon. He confirms the type of the weapon. He confirms it was wrapped in a towel. He confirms his motive, exonerates the decoy, who is the old guy who was first arrested and released, admits to the bullet engravings, confirms the wardrobe change, confirms how long he was planning, discloses the existence and location of a now destroyed confession note, and randomly tells his roommate that his dad is diehard MAGA, which I would think his roommate would already know. Stupid me, maybe. These are terms that stood out to me that he used that sound like a 50-year-old cop. Squad car, dropped point when talking about where he left the pew-pew. Swept the area, also talking about where he left the pew-pew. And my vehicle. Now, why are we talking about his vehicle when there's footage of him walking to the school? Now, let's go over that. Oh, wait. Let me back up just a little bit because I have some highlights. He said, this is the confession. I had the opportunity to take out CK, and I'm going to take it. Did you catch it? Had, going to. Past tense, future tense. Reads like somebody who wrote the note after the fact and oops, wasn't paying attention, which would make sense because if Kash Patel did it, that's not surprising. I wouldn't trust shit coming from him. He also said, and this is convenient, I had enough of his hatred. Some hate can't be negotiated out, because that sounds like a 22-year-old. Let's see what else. So this is what we're supposed to believe. That he walked to the school with the pew-pew down his pant leg. Took the pew-pew apart before walking up the stairs, because you can see that it's not in his pants when he's walking up the stairs. And if he had it in his backpack, the barrel would probably be sticking out of it. And it takes a minute to take this kind of pew-pew apart, by the way. So then he climbs up to the roof. He puts it back together. Oh, wait, there's a wardrobe change in there somewhere. It took the, unalived him, took the pew-pew apart again, jumped off the roof, ran across the street, put the pew-pew back together because the picture that they showed, it's all in one piece, wrapped it up in a towel, left it there, left the scene, had a message exchange with his roommate from somewhere about going back to pick it up, among other things, filling all the holes. Let's see, there was DNA on the towel. Oh, and the screwdriver that they supposedly found on the roof that they never mentioned before, right? Oh, but if they found the screwdriver on the roof, I'd really like to know how he put it back together once he got down. Yeah, another inconsistency. But there is no DNA on the pew-pew. What about the two guys making tactical hand signals behind him? It's interesting that they are digging up the grass of a crime scene. It's still a crime scene at this point, I would think. Kirk was taken in a private vehicle to the hospital when there's always ambulances on standby at events like that. There's no hospital report. Trump is the one who announced his when he passed away, not the family, not the cops, and not the hospital. Definitely not a grieving wife, not to mention she doesn't fit the bill for a MAGA wife. She's way more successful than Kirk was and older. Yeah, real estate, working on her doctorate, owns her own clothing line. And little tidbit, underneath the grass that they dug up, escape route, hatch. Just saying, none of it adds up. None of it.